start my walk today in Brokenhead, looking down Bidston Avenue all the way down to Brokenhead Town Hall. I'm now in Phlebic Cemetery, which was designed in 1862 for the population of Brokenhead and finished in 1984. It had two chapels, the Church of England and the Nonconformists, and the third one was built for the Catholics at a later date. It fell into disrepair approximately 50 years ago. The Sword of Remembrance was erected in 1926 to commemorate more than 100 war dead in the cemetery, and similar crosses were erected in many cities in Europe to commemorate their war dead. The cemetery is now closed to burials, it being full, and the buildings have fallen into disrepair, although at last they have been made secure so that they can be a permanent fixture and reminder of the cemetery itself is now a memorial garden for everybody to enjoy. Some of the beautiful headstones and the wonderful old trees. Leaving the cemetery and crossing Boundary Road, we come to the start of our walk at Bidston Hill. This is Tamashanta's cottage. It was originally a farm, but 40 years ago was turned into an urban farm for school children to come and learn about animals, nature, and obviously for them to have an enjoyable day out when brought by their schools as a learning experience. Bidston Hill was originally part of the Viner estate, but was given to the council as a space of recreation for the people of Brokenhead. And as you walk through the open field areas and then the more wooded area, you get to the highest point on the Wirral. And then as we come up to Viner Road, which we're going to cross over the bridge, there's our first sight of the windmill. It's heartwarming to see the glorious yellow in these difficult times. We're now just heading up to the bridge to cross over to the windmill. As we come up onto the ridge where the windmill stands, you can see lots of rhododendrons. Rhododendron specimens were brought from far and wide and planted on the side of this hill, and they now have some unique specimens that are not found anywhere else in Britain. And in May, when they're all in blossom, the Friends of Bidston Hill do a walk to show you all the different types of rhododendron that they have here. The windmill itself ceased cutting corn in the late 1800s, and it was turned into a... We've walked along the ridge, and over this way is the River Mersey, and across on the opposite side, as we move further along, we'll see the skyline of Liverpool. Brokenhead Observatory did the tide tables for the whole world for a considerable number of years, and was the timing for the 1 o'clock gun that was fired from Brokenhead on a daily basis. The ridge with the rhododendrons down on that side, coming all the way up to the observatory. The stone for the observatory was hewn out of the hillside to build it. In 2004, the observatory closed and the functions went back to Liverpool, and the building has been awaiting a use ever since, as it is a listed building, so it cannot be knocked down. A variety of different ideas from boutique hotel and spa have been put forward, but as yet nothing has been decided. Behind the observatory is the Lighthouse. Pretty gate into the lighthouse. Lighthouse was completed in 1873, replacing the first one built in 1771. It stopped functioning in 1913. Walking back along the ridge on the opposite side from Liverpool, we have the Wirral stretched out in front of us, and on a very clear day you can see the Orme out at Anglesey. Not so clear today, unfortunately, but still a beautiful vista with a nicely positioned bench for us to have a sit down and rest. Boys will be boys, climbing the beautiful trees that are over 100 years old up on Bidston Hill. Lively birds today to finish our walk.